In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys how to do the new best running gorilla tag, so let's get right into it. Okay, so really quickly, before I get into showing you guys how to do this run, there's some important things that you should know before you start practicing it. Okay, so the first thing you guys should know is that this run won't work perfectly for everybody. This run is something that I basically created myself. I got inspiration from other runs that I saw from other people, for example, Aspect and Drxo. So it's kind of a combination of their run. I won't be teaching you guys the exact method on how I do the run, since I have my little secret trick that you guys might start noticing if you actually look at a certain part of my body when I'm running. But I'm gonna teach you guys the basics of the run, and then some more advanced things like always, like rhythm or to keep your butt off the floor, since obviously you don't want to be sliding along the floor because it makes you slow. But I'm gonna get into that a little bit more later. So I'm gonna teach you the run now. And yeah, that's gonna be the first thing that we're gonna be doing. Okay, so really quickly before I show you guys how to do the run, I'll be showing you guys what the run looks like and how fast it is, since this is a really quick run. And in my personal opinion, this is probably one of the fastest runs that I've made. I had one run at one point that was a tiny bit faster at around about half a second, but this is still much, way too fast for any competitive play. So if you guys just know the basic version of this run, you guys are gonna be set. Once you know that, you might actually start going too fast to be able to play comp. But yeah, this is what the run looks like. I'll take a couple of tries since I'm not perfect at the run yet. I'm still a little inconsistent. Let me show you guys the fastest time that I get. So as you guys just saw, I did the run 3 times, and that's around about the speed that I would probably usually get. I'm not sure how fast I went. I felt pretty slow, which when going really fast, that's actually a good sign if you feel slow, because that might mean that you're just slow, or that you're going so fast that your game feels like it's slowing down. That won't make sense until you're fast enough to understand it, but that is a fact. Okay, so the first thing you guys should know is that this run is obviously 2 parts again, since this is a two-handed run. So, obviously, with a two-handed run, you're not just going to be running like this, but like this. So, you guys should know the motions to it first. So, I'm going to start off with the front hand, since this is pretty easy, to be honest. It's not too hard, but yeah. So, what I usually do is I start at my left shoulder. This is just sort of how I like to start doing this run, since I feel like I can get enough velocity in and carry it. So I go from right here, I flick out like this, right? And then I pull backwards behind and under my armpit, so that right here my controller DCs, as you guys can see right here. Or it doesn't, yeah, it is DC'd. So yeah, as you guys can see, the hand is DC'd right there. So I bring it back here, and then that DCs, and then when I come forward, it kind of comes forward with a little bit more velocity, which I can just carry into the next swing. So I sort of carry the momentum and the speed that I just get while running into the next step, which might not make sense, but I'm gonna show you guys what it should look like from first person, and then I'll show you guys what it will likely look like for you. Okay, so once you do your front hand, it should look something like this. So you just come out like this, right? And then just come under your armpit like this, and then it's just that. This is the whole motion to your front hand. And when I'm doing this front hand, you guys will notice I push harder backwards than forwards. That's what also gives me the amount of pull that I get. I come out light towards the front, and then I use the speed that I build up when going forward, and just try and bring it back as fast as I can. Okay, so that's how I do the front hand. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to do the backhand, which this might seem a little complicated. My backhand at DC's a lot, so I don't have a perfect backhand yet, but I have one that works pretty decently for this run. So once you've come back with your hand under your armpit, you're gonna swing over like this from back here, and then you want to bring it in front of your body, as far as you can, as far as you need to for it to connect, for you to not lose your tracking. Because once your hand is all the way back here, you see it'll DC, and I have to bring my hand up until here, which is I barely can see, I can see a decent bit of my hand, but I have to bring it pretty far forward for me to actually have my tracking again, because if I just did a small motion like this, that wouldn't do anything. That's just basically me flicking my wrist around. That won't really help me with the run. So your front hand, big motion, then your backhand, big motion. Opa. And then with your backhand, important part is go as far back as you possibly can, I'm pretty flexible, so this isn't really like too big of a deal for me to bring my hand this far back. That's also what helps me with my runs. But still, for someone who's probably not as flexible, you can probably only get back to around about here, which this will be enough, but obviously the further back you can go, the better. So here, I'm gonna show you guys slowly, really quickly, what the run should look like if you do the front hand and the back hand, and I'm also just show you everything in first person. Alright, so here really quickly, the back hand, you just want to bring it as far in front as you need to for it to reconnect, which for me, on my screen, I only see this much of my hand when it reconnects. Yeah, make sure that it reconnects. And then your front hand, always see like I just showed you, from your left shoulder out like this, and then back, and then this hand comes over and back. And then if you just do that slowly, it'll look like this. Which that alone is already likely either just the perfect speed for comp, or it's already too fast for comp. It's one of the two. I'm not exactly sure which one, but that is a decent speed. If you can just go like this, this is way more than fast enough for most players. But obviously, if you want to get even faster, you can practice a little bit more. Also, I'm gonna change a little something about my run this time, so if you guys focus on it, you might realize what it is that makes me a little bit faster. And no, it's not cheats. But here, this is me doing the run in a little bit of a different way. I'll still do the exact same motion, by the way. The only things that I'm changing is something about my positioning. But I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is. But yeah, this is what it would look like if you do it in the way that makes me even faster, which I won't be teaching, I'm sorry. But this is like, I'm gatekeeping this, because this is really, really good for me. But yeah, this is me doing the run in a better way. Right? And you can instantly tell that I am just much more faster than if I was just doing that, right? Okay, so now I'll be showing you guys in Steam VR view what it looks like for me, and I'm also going to be proving that I don't cheat really quickly. Then some of you people think that I use a pull mod and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to go on Steam VR view, and I'm going to prove really quickly that I'm not cheating. Okay, so now I'm in VR view. Also, this is what I've been looking at in case you guys were wondering why I was just looking into space while recording this, but that's a little screen right there. That's my camera mod that I'm using, and this is what I'm recording with. Hello, you can see us. But here, what I'm going to be showing you guys is if I go into my VR view right here, if I go to gorrilla tag, gorrilla bindings, and close out of this, I can go ahead and click on show bindings on controllers. So when I go in game, you can now see what buttons I'm pressing and if I'm holding anything. So here, I'm gonna just quickly show you guys that I am holding everything. So X button, Y button, I don't know why it counts as, I'm just hovering over the X button, but that's those two. I'm pretty sure, yeah, those don't count with it, but these are all the buttons that I have, and well, obviously joysticks. And then if I go right here, as you guys can see, my buttons, they don't work in game. So I'm gonna be running with my run. I'm gonna hold my triggers right here. Actually, I'm not gonna hold anything. I just have to hold my controls a little differently. But this is the speed that I can go when I'm doing it in a, well, like this, so that you guys can see that I'm not cheating. Okay, so that is what it looks like when I do the run in Steam VR view, so that you guys can actually see what's happening on my end. My head movements, I usually go like this, mainly because I'm just like exerting so much force that I just kind of like go with it with my head. Just to like make sure that my nose doesn't hurt or anything, since the Pico lenses are pretty tight on my nose, since I don't have anything that spaces the lenses away from my nose. Oh, W tracking. But yeah, that just kind of hurts a little bit. So that's why I like kind of do the head bob. It kind of helps with not hurting my nose. But yeah, I'm gonna get into some important things now. One of the most important parts about any run is rhythm. Rhythm is something that cannot be taught. Like, it's impossible to teach rhythm. Rhythm is just something that you gain over time. So one thing about rhythm is, obviously you guys probably know what rhythm is. If you don't, right here, here, this is what rhythm is. Right here, read it. So now that you guys know what rhythm is, everyone has a different rhythm. You can have a smooth rhythm, like a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 rhythm, or a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 rhythm, which is the one that I have. It's more of a horse galloping rhythm, where I go 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, instead of just going smoothly like this the entire time, where it's just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. So yeah, I go 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, because that's just better for me. Everyone has it a little differently. But yeah, find your rhythm, and I'm gonna just quickly show you guys the difference that rhythm makes. So if I have a smooth rhythm, the run will look like this, right? And you can already just hear my hand DC at the end, but you can just hear the rhythm. And then if I go in my rhythm, which is like this, obviously, if I don't do the proper hand positioning, it's a little bit worse. But with my hand positioning, that rhythm just works much better than if I just went like this the entire time. Which, this is the rhythm that I used to have, but I don't like it anymore. So yeah, my actual rhythm is more like this now. I have to go fast, like pretty fast with that rhythm for it to work properly, which I just realized. Normally I just go fast anyways, like I run fast. I don't usually try and run slow. And when I do run slow, I just change my rhythm. But yeah, changing your rhythm can make you faster or slower. You just have to find the proper rhythm for yourself. Now the next thing that you guys should know about is friction. If you guys don't know what friction is, here, yet again, just read it. In every game there's friction. So in Gorilla Tag, it's a little different, but it's still basically the same thing. So if you move in real life, you guys can see that you like move, you don't get stopped or anything. That doesn't mean that there is no friction. I found something in my eye. Okay, now I don't have anything in my eye anymore. Friction, you can tell in gtag by just pushing off of this, right? If there was no friction, I just continue sliding without stopping ever, which, as you guys can see, I do stop, which is proof of rhythm, friction, which, if there was no friction, you could just go, whoop, like just slightly tap like this, and you'd just be just sliding the entire way. So obviously, friction has a little bit to do with your run. So if you slide your, while running, if you slide your butt along the floor like this will be bad. This is not good. You want to stay off the floor, even if it's just like this much, even if it's just the tiniest bit. For me, when I stay off the floor, I'm usually like, if you fully extend your hands like this, just come down like halfway. This is about how high you want to be off of the floor, which just right here is more than enough for me. So I'll bring the camera down a little bit more so you guys can see it a little bit better. But now, if I run like this, bad, but I'm like this much off of the floor. So now, my butt doesn't touch the floor. Therefore, no rhythm, no friction. Why do I keep messing those two up? Okay, so now, the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, Okay, now I just quickly want to give you guys a hint on what you should be looking out for when you watch me do my run, and it's my hands. You guys should look at my hands, and there's different ways of holding your controllers, obviously. Like, I could hold my controllers... I accidentally dropped that one. I could hold my controllers by the rings, obviously, which this would not be ideal for running, I think. I don't know. I've never tried it, but I have my own little way that I hold my controllers that... yeah, makes me a little bit faster. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit shorter than usual. It's going to be probably not edited much, since it's just a run tutorial. There's nothing special about run tutorials. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys next time. Goodbye.